And Dr. Erickson, you've spent your life's work focusing on the nutrition of these ruminant animals. Clearly there are some benefits, both from a performance standpoint, obviously from a meat quality standpoint as well, of feeding corn to cattle. Tell us about some of those.
Yeah, for sure. The biggest first thing that comes to mind is the taste, tenderness, and juiciness of beef when fed corn-based diets. Secondly, we feed corn and the corn byproducts as an energy source to the cattle, and so the more energy that goes in, the faster the rate of gains are, and the more efficient they are. And that really plays into the U.S. beef system because we're the most efficient beef production system in the world. And a big part of that is because we finish these cattle in feed yards and obviously make them of the size that we are accustomed to here in the U.S. So there's a lot of benefits. I'd also point out that we use a lot of other plant parts from the corn, so you can put up corn silage or use the residue, and so we certainly try to capitalize on the feedstock that's being produced.
So Kylie, in terms of a corn grower, how much are you thinking about the end user and specifically cattle producers or cattle feeders when you're making management decisions and growing that corn crop?
So we make a lot of decisions. We want the best for them. We need the beef industry as much as they need the corn industry. So we really need each other.
Kevin, I might add that one of the things that's unique with corn producers making decisions is when to harvest and how we process that corn. So I think when you have an integrated system, whether that's your own operation or your neighbors that you're working with, you got to make sure you decide, are you going to harvest dry corn, high moisture corn, maybe even corn silage. So I think there's a lot of decisions on that end user when you plant your crop. Am I going to go to town with that, or am I going to work with the neighboring feed yard?
Yeah, one of the beauties about corn in general is that it's such a versatile crop, and especially when it comes to feeding animals in general, but the beef cattle especially, it's used so many different ways, and so that versatility, all gets back down to what you see in the meat counter later on, and seeing that great, highly well marbled beef, and ends up with the best flavor in the world.